What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Realistic Creamer. This is episode number 51, and we're coming off the back of that mega episode 50, the special, where we went through the entire month of March. We won a Carabao Cup, our first piece of silverware, absolutely buzzing. We ended off the episode not in a great form. We lost 4-1 to Lazio, we lost 7-1 to Leeds. Let's try and bounce back. At home to Wolves, another team around us in that mid-table. Let's look for a reaction as it's another home game. And we're against Wolves. Well, it's a strong side out against Wolves, looking for a response after that embarrassing defeat. One that has really hurt our momentum and our mentalities. I hope that we can respond here. 7-1, not acceptable. Going into the game, 11 minutes in, well, Alexander Isak said, look, boys, don't worry, I'm hot in form. I will drag us through this rough couple of games. And Isak gives us an early lead. And I'll be honest, you know, one of those games where it doesn't matter who you've got in front of you. You just know you're going to batter them. You know that you're looking for a response. I guess maybe that's what Leeds did to us in the last game. Maybe they lost heavily in the game before that. But I just thought it doesn't matter who's in front of us. We are going to batter them. We are going to respond strongly. And unfortunately, it was Wolves. For their sense, unfortunately. Isak gets his second goal in the first 15 minutes. It's a beautiful goal, by the way. A lovely little dinked over from Sayankov to Awoniyi. He heads it down to Isak, and the Swede gets his and our second goal in the early stages, and we lead 2-0. And then Maxime Lopez would get taken out by Daniel Braganca. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Sayankov's resulting free kick gets saved. But yeah, not a good tackle from the Wolves midfielder. Luckily, Lopez wasn't injured. And then 25 minutes in, Awoniyi would find his strike partner Isak again. This time the Swede, though, rattles the post as he looks for a first half hat-trick. We speed it up a little bit because it's sort of the same play. Wolves go down the other end. Breel Mbolo, the Swiss forward, his shot is goal-bound, but Dean Henderson tips onto the bar. Beautiful save. Then on the half an hour mark, we speed it up again because this whole sequence was just crazy. Alexander Isak goes near post for a second time, but this time it goes inside the post rather than off it. And we lead 3-0. Alexander Isak with a hat-trick inside 32 minutes. This guy is the real deal. He is mustard. He is pucker. We love him here. In the summer, if we don't make Champions League football, which is looking very unlikely unless we win the competition, bids are going to come in for Awoniyi. I know it. Isak, I think we can hold on to because we've just brought him in for this season. But if we have to sell Awoniyi, at least we know Isak is going to bring in those goals. Well, after the Swedes' hat-trick, Wolves, it would go from bad to worse. Daniel Braganca would receive his second yellow, his marching orders, and it's the second foul on Lopez. I don't know what this guy has got it in for our French midfielder, but luckily, again, he doesn't get injured, and we are now up a man as well as 3 goals. And then just before half-time, we score this beautiful goal. Maguire with the ball at the far end of the box. We work it out wide to Sayankov. He, first time, reverses it to lay off Nico Williams, and the Spaniards are hot in form right now. I think that's 3 and 4 for the winger. And he's just been quality since coming in January. Signed from Aston Villa. We've absolutely loved having him here. And he's been a great replacement for Alexis Vega. At halftime, 4-0 up, a man up, we make changes as the games are coming thick and fast. We have faced Arsenal in just a few days' time. Both strikers and Ryan Yates coming off to keep them fit for the next game against the Gunners. Going into the second half, we would make it 5. Renan Lodi gets his 3rd goal of the season in all competitions. That is his 1st goal of the league season, though. He's hot in form right now, the fullback. And then Nico Williams has a chance to get his second of the game, but Jose Sarr with a great save. And then Ferreira hits the bar with a great effort and then gets his own rebound. Because why would the rebound not go to him and any of the 4 other players that are around him? Clean sheet gone. Even though we're 5-1 up, I'm very frustrated. And then Sayankov with an acrobatic effort. Jose Sarr saves, though. It's a really good save from the keeper. We would see the game out. Farmer with a header late on that goes over, and then that would be it. The ref would blow the full-time whistle, and we wanted a response after Leeds drumming. Well, we got it. 5-1 victors over Wolves. Alexander Isak with a hat-trick, and it's a good bounce back, a good response against a side that are around us as well. So that's a very big 3 points picked up. Wolves definitely a side that we're looking to compete with for potentially some scraps for a European spot. They, of course, are led by Scott McKenna as well, the former Nottingham Forest player. We sold him to Wolves back in season 1, I want to say. Scott the Block went to Molineux. He's still playing. He's still strong in the squad. Obviously having nightmares though after that game. So looking at the league table, we are sat in 11th, 29 games in. We have 41 points. It is quite tight. 3 points separating 8th and 13th. So it's actually, one slip up and you'll be down there. But if we can just put a few wins together, we know we can compete potentially for some European spots. We beat Wolves, who are around us in that battle. We now face another side in that scrap as well. Arsenal, the side we beat in the Carabao Cup final at the start of episode 50 to win our first piece of silverware. Mikel Arteta is going to want revenge for his Gunners. And, let's not give them to them. We're in good form right now. Yes, we had those couple of blips towards the back end of last episode. But overall, I think we've lost 3 of our last 19 games. So still in really, really good form. Let's keep it up going into this game and beat another rival that are around us. Well, going into the game, first chance, 3 minutes in, Alexander Isak found by Awoniyi. His shot is easily saved by Aaron Ramsdale. And then the England shot stopper would make another couple of saves, first from Isak and then from Nico Williams denying, and 3 saves in the first 15 minutes for the English goalkeeper. And then you would tell by the title, you were waiting for it. Major injury to a key player. Oh, God. Alexander Isak taken down 10 minutes in, and the Swede stays down. And it does not look good, guys. It does not look good. He's been such good form recently. And now, you just know when you know. When you know, you know. And it doesn't look good for him. It looks like maybe his season's up. Hopefully not, but I guess we'll see. Brereton Diaz comes on for the injured forward. Awoniyi would hit the post with a stretched effort, and then Brereton Diaz, the sub, forces Aaron Ramsdale into a good save. The England keeper has had to be on his toes in this first half to keep the scores at 0-0. Well, it wouldn't be 0-0 for much longer. From the resulting corner, swung in by Maxime Lopez, and Taiwo Awoniyi gets his head to the ball to get his 22nd goal in 30 league games. The guy is going for a double golden boot. He wants the pair. He wants to be wearing them next season. Well, the lead would not last long. Just a few minutes later, Arsenal would level with a delicate dink over Dean Henderson. And then on the stroke of half-time, Ryan Yates with a crunching tackle. Definitely a fair tackle. And then Awoniyi would have a great chance right at the last kick of the first half. Brereton Diaz finding Awoniyi, but his shot is straight at Ramsdale. And then Awoniyi would cut out a short free kick taken here, but then Ramsdale again denying Awoniyi. Taiwo's going to see that that guy in his nightmares tonight. The score remains 1-1. 10 minutes into the second half, Nico Williams finds a lovely ball over to Taiwo. Can he beat Ramsdale this time? You bet he can. This guy, he is just unstoppable. He will try again. 2 goals in this game now for Taiwo. 2 goals in this game for Nottingham Forest. And we lead again. And this is a huge game for us. We know it. We're in that scrap for those European places. Arsenal are in the team in that scrap with us. We have to beat the teams around us. And let's hope now we lead for a second time. Let's try and see it out. Well, Henderson would be called into action, making a great save from So, who was looking for his second goal of the game. And then 20 minutes ago, Sayankov, nice ball over the top, finds Awoniyi. The ball's flicked onto Brereton Diaz, who then finds Nico Williams. But Ramsdale with another reflex save. It's a really good save. In injury time now, 93rd minute, 3 minutes out of 3. Brereton Diaz gives the ball away, and then Nico Williams fouls Martinelli, brings him down. The Welshman would get booked for this, I believe. I think that's like his 6th booking of the season. His discipline has not been great, I'll be honest. He also has received our only red card of the season as well. But one final chance for Arsenal. Can we clear the ball? Awoniyi wins the header, doesn't get cleared away, and then Bukayo Saka. Oh, man. Heartbreak hotel. The amount of late goals we concede. Oh, it's infuriating. Arsenal get their revenge, kind of, from the Carabao Cup final in the last episode. They scored the last kick of the game to snatch a draw. And I say snatch because they did snatch a draw. We battered the Gunners. Aaron Ramsdale made save after save after save, kept his side in it. Fair play to them. Fair play to him. But Arsenal snatch a winner in injury time to take 1 point back to North London, but take away 2 points from us. Would have been a huge 3 points against a side around us in the table. And it was poor. It was a poor turnover. We had the ball in the 93rd minute. We gave it away and then gave away a free kick. Awful. And now we're still in 11th. Arsenal are a point and a place above us. That win would have taken us up to 9th. So once again, it's what could have been. We need to see these games through. And, oh God, if it doesn't get, if it couldn't get any worse, Alexander Isak is out for 7 months. He's done his ACL. Not only is he going to miss the rest of this season, he's going to miss the first 2 months of next season. And that's heartbreaking, guys. I'll be honest. That is heartbreaking. Oh God, we're going to have to deal without him now. 2 major injuries in his first season with Forest. It's not great, is it, really? As we look at the league table, as we face Tottenham, they came second in their Champions League group. They only won 1 of their 6 games, but they drew 4 of them, scraping through on the final day. They're currently sat in, I think it was 3rd or 4th in the league, so they're on a Champions League place as well. This is not going to be easy. Facing Tottenham, we don't have a particularly great record. Yes, we beat them in the FA Cup semi-final last season, but I think away from home, we've lost both games at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and then at home, I want to say we've maybe lost and won and drew. So I don't think we've beaten them in the league. This obviously isn't a league game; it's a Champions League game. But this is the 5th time we'll face this side in this save, and it's the first of 3 fixtures against them in a row. It's the first of 4 fixtures against them this month. We host Tottenham in the Champions League semi-finals. Can we get 1 foot in the semi-finals? If we make the Champions League semi-finals, this will be outrageous. This was the goal for this save, was to bring a European trophy back to the City ground, give that badge a 3rd star. Well, we're struggling in the league, but can we somehow get 1 foot in a Champions League semi-final? Well, let's see. Let's see what we can do against this North London side. It's a strong side to face. Tottenham, Mats Hummels comes in, as does Soufal and Bella Kotchap. Ndombele comes in to face his former club, and Brereton Diaz in for the injured Alexander Isak. Tottenham team is looking strong as well. They have that lethal front 3 of Kane, Son and Sane. Love that. Koundé at the back, and this, controversially, Emi Martinez, the former Arsenal goalkeeper, now in goal for Tottenham. Not sure about that one. Well, it would be the perfect start for... the visitors would get the perfect start. 10 minutes in, Harry Kane, the danger man, lobs Henderson. It's the second time we've been lobbed by a North London club in this episode alone. His shot goes over the keeper and gives Tottenham the perfect start. And Son fires up for a shot, but Henderson gets down low well. We would have the chance to equalise. Sayankov bursting into the box and then finding Brereton Diaz, but his shot goes wide. Would Isak have scored that? I can't ask myself that because I'm going to... Oh God, I can't be doing that. Brereton Diaz does not score. And then Nico Williams denied by Martinez. I know I should have passed this to Brereton Diaz. I thought he might have been offside. Turns out he was onside. If I just squared it to the Chilean, he would have equalised. Well, I was asking, could Isak do it? Well, Brereton Diaz brings us level in this tie. A great finish. Awoniyi finds him, turns on his first touch, and look at that finish. Whipped into the far corner. Martinez no chance. And it is 1-1 here at the City ground. Going into the second half, Heung-min Son looking to beat his man, burst into the box. He plays it to Harry Kane, who squares it. The ball gets not cleared, bobbles around, and then ends up in the back of our net. Honestly, how is your luck? Bella Kotchap and Henderson just getting each other's way. The ball was rolling towards the goal. I pressed square to clear it. Obviously, Lodi wasn't close enough to the ball, and he instead slide tackles it into his own goal. I knew Leroy Sané was going to get there, so I had to make some sort of tackle. But unfortunately, the ball ends up in the back of the net, and we're 2-1 down. And then to make matters worse, Vladimir Soufal, we've just had to deal with a major injury for Alexander Isak. He's out for 7 months. Soufal now holding his knee. He goes down. He's injured. He is subbed off for Omar Richards. Well, Richards comes on and has a say in our equaliser. All 3 subs involved with that one. Talisca to Richards to Brennan Johnson, and it is 2-2 in this game. 10 minutes to go. Højbjerg with a shot. You don't see him scoring much, especially on his left foot. He forces Dean into a save. Harry Winks and Richarlison come on for the last 5 minutes for Tottenham, as well as Ike Munayin. And then Richarlison is found, and the Brazilian gets what looks like the game winner in the 88th minute. He gives the visitors a third goal of the game. They lead 3-2 as the teams celebrate. Oh, that one hurt. That one really, really hurt. And then deep into injury time, 3rd minute and then 4th minute of 4 added on, Harry Winks, an unlikely goal scorer, gets a 4th. We've gone from potentially drawing 2-2 in this game, not the worst result, obviously you'd like to win your home games, to conceding twice in the last 5 minutes, and now we've got a mountain to climb. We go to a stadium where we have never won, and we have to score at least 2 goals without conceding. Yeah, our Champions League run could be over, guys. Losing 4-2 at home in the first leg is not good enough. That's back-to-back losses in the Champions League after no losses in 7. And it's not looking good. Obviously, you can never give up, but it is not looking good. And, well, that'll be it for today's episode. As we see Vladimir Coufal out for 2 months. He will miss most of the rest of the season. We face Tottenham in the first 2 games of the next episode in the league, and then the return leg of the Champions League quarterfinals. We look to overcome a 2-goal deficit to book our place in the semi-final. Well, if you're enjoying the series, if you enjoyed the episode, drop it a like, and I'll catch you in episode 52 very soon.